Hey everybody, SonicStormCharles here, and I'm here to stay strong and fearless for your entertainment. While you people are complaining about Crash's new design, whether it's good or bad, check what I found!
Which of these video game characters does not wear shoes? A. Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, that's right, that was an episode of The Chase. Do you know what The Chase is? Sadly I do, and that specific question alone literally had Crash Bandicoot in it. And you know what that means? Crash Bandicoot is becoming more relevant than F-Zero. I think it's pretty much safe to say that now that Crash is more relevant than usual, heck, even probably staying more relevant than Sonic the bloody Hedgehog, I think it's safe to say that the future is looking bright for our little orange marsupial. I mean, who else doesn't know about Crash Bandicoot?
It's not Sonic the Hedgehog, because he definitely has shoes.
Right.
I don't know the first one.
How dare you not know Crash Bandicoot? Now you're probably thinking to yourself, as you can see in the title, I'm basically going to be reacting to the state of play gameplay trailer of Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. But I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking to yourself, SonicStorm, haven't you already reacted to it? Yes, off camera, but not on camera. And the thing is, the trailer is really great, okay, so shut up. There's two reasons why this is probably going to be late as hell, because one, I was doing uncle duties, and by uncle duties, I had my nephew and niece stopping for 2 weeks, because they had nothing better to do on the summer holidays, so what better way to spend their lovely quality time with Uncle SonicStorm, and two, because I wanted to share my opinions on how good the trailer looks, and, you know, I haven't really given my full perspective on, like, the new designs, the new levels, etc. I want to get my full, honest opinions out there to the world. I'm just looking forward to Crash 4 in general, really, but, nevertheless, let's see what the trailer has to offer by watching it again, basically. So here we go. God.
Hey everyone, I'm Lou Studdard, producer at Toys for Bob, and I'm here to talk to you.
The fact that Crash is so
Bandicoot 4,
expressive is incredible, man.
Crash 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped. The devious villains, Cortex and Dr. Entropy, have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist.
I have big doubts around Entropy as a whole.
Conquering this dimension, but
like his design-wise, I don't think it's terrible. I think it looks great, but I'm kind of leaning on the Insane Trilogy design. Not gonna lie, but I'll have my reasons in a moment.
Over a decade. So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was important to reintroduce longtime fans, as well as new players, to this amazing franchise. First, we made sure to incorporate the classic tense, precise, perspective-shifting.
This just looks crazy, man.
And then we wanted to introduce.
I can't believe this is real. Like, this is actually happening.
Let's start with Insanity Beach. This is where Crash's adventure first started, and where we pick things up again in Crash 4.
Oh god, I'm seeing at least two references, like one side on the other.
And throughout Crash 4, you'll see those changes to our gameplay and even our art style. Our art teams wanted to take inspiration from not just the original games, but the animated cartoons that inspired those original games, all while also delivering bigger, more awe-inspiring.
Oh, the trailer looks a bit different as well. Like, that specific screenshot alone was from the first trailer as well. Like, they changed the lighting and everything.
And lots of expressive animations. And with all of that, also comes new additions.
Yeah, the animations, I think they went crazy. They just went all in on the animations, man.
In the original trilogy, specifically Crash Warped, there were certain moments in the game where Crash would change outfits. Think Crash wearing
this is probably the selling point right here. Customizable costumes. It's pretty much Mario Odyssey. The reason I say this is because you don't need to use MTX. No microtransactions involved.
There's no MTX here.
See?
Gems are earned by completing different challenges and earning gems within levels.
I appreciate that. I really do.
The powerful protectors of time and space.
This is where the gameplay gets interesting, the quantum masks.
To tackle the crazy challenges that we're going to be throwing at the player. Whether it's Ika Ika, who gives you the ability to instantly flip your center of gravity at the press of a button.
That's gonna be weird.
Who allows you to slow down the world around you.
I'm gonna automatically my favorite quantum mask.
Lowly, who allows you to phase shift elements in and out of existence. Bending
Lenny Lowly, yeah.
And altering your environment with these new masks is a must. We also can't wait to talk to you about the fourth mask, Akano, but that's gonna have to wait for another day. What we can tell you today, though,
at least we know the names, anyways.
Is the only character you get to take control of during this adventure.
Those Nitro boxes were originally just saying N, and now it's saying Nitro, so I'm glad that's fixed.
It was also very important for us that she take a more prominent role in the story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few.
It's nice that Coco is getting a bit more love as well. We need a bit of heroine characters. Is it pronounced heroine? I don't know. Well, we already know this because people had the demo. I'm annoyed that Activision give me a demo code. I'm still mad at that. This is the elephant in the room right here, Dingodile.
I repeat, you get to play as Dingodile in Crash 4.
And I'm gonna say this right now, hands down on the desk, best design of Dingodile I've ever seen thus far. He just looks fan-freaking-tastic, man.
Fortunately for us, his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction.
I think Dingodile has never looked this great ever. I honestly like this design.
Finally, there's one more surprise I'm incredibly excited to show you today. The Crash Bandicoot series has always been about finding new and exciting ways to play through the game. In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden secrets. Well, for Crash 4, we wanted to bring something brand new to the table. So we teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call Inverted Mode. It's our
okay, Inverted Mode is, it looks cool, or as I like to call it, Acid Trip Mode. But they said Beanox helped them with this. Could that be the reason why they're not making any more CTR updates? I don't know. That's a stretch, honestly.
While another tasks players with spinning paint all over the environment to see.
That's just Paper Mario Color Splash.
We've even got one that feels like an old-timey movie with the overcranked camera speed.
And that's just straight up Cuphead.
Once unlocked, players can replay all the game's levels.
That's great though. That's like more replayability. I love that.
Incredibly fun feature that is going to give
God, I am gonna be hella playing this so much. I'm gonna be playing this so much when this game comes out.
So that's some of the new stuff that we have in store for you in Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Experience the space and time-bending madness on October 2nd.
Here we go. I'm looking at every bit of detail here on how insanely expressive Crash looks. Like, this is some Looney Tunes stuff going on right now, if they were in 3D. Like, okay, here's the thing, right? I'm looking at every goddamn angle of Crash, Cortex, Coco, and pretty much the characters that we know so far that are in the game. They really do not look that bad, guys. I don't see what the hate is going on, what any problems with this at all. Like, this looks great, this looks fine, and the fact that people are making a penchant to redesign these designs is kind of pathetic, really. I'm sorry. That might be another topic I might have to discuss on the internet. I think they look fine. I think they look great. They look fantastic. I've got no problems with these designs whatsoever. They're just brilliant. For the first time ever, we get to see Uka Uka, and he looks pretty much almost the same from the Insane Trilogy. I think he pretty looks normal. I think, like, Aku and Uka are pretty much the same as we know. Yeah, no, they look fine, honestly. I think they made a safe bet. Here's where things get a bit interesting. Obviously, Cortex looks fine, no problems whatsoever, except for the fact he looks a little bit more slimmer. Entropy, on the other hand, here's the thing. I think he looks fine. I think he looks great. Like, this face right here, he kind of reminds me of, like, the original Insane, just a little bit different. So I think he still has that Jafar look going on right there, but as we play it a little bit further, he looks way different over here. Like, what's going... Why does he look so old? Pretty much chest-wise and such, like, proportions as well. He doesn't look too bad either. Like, I like the clock and everything. Looking at the design, he's still Entropy, but if I'm gonna be very honest with you, I think I still have a little bit more of attachment to the Insane Trilogy, because he just felt more like a Disney villain. He felt more like a Jafar-like character. Jafar if he was controlling time, basically. I do like that smug face, by the way. That evil cold stare on Tropy's face. That's interesting as well. Like, I'm looking at the new, like, laptop on Coco. That, like, what is going on with her laptop? Like, I've never seen a laptop looking like this. That's probably the one thing I'm interested in. The level designs, the lighting and everything. It looks interesting. The one thing I'm still not into at the moment is the music. We pretty much don't know the full soundtrack of this game, so when the full release comes, I'll probably have a good listen to all the, you know, the music and such, because that's what I like about Crash Bandicoot. Bandicoot. Generally, there's some memorable OSTs to OSTs that doesn't get played much, but there are some certain genuine gems in the OSTs, especially with Crash Twinsanity. I feel like Crash Twinsanity is great. Like, for example, Wrath of Cortex, completely mediocre game, but the OST, oh my lord, the OST, I think is underrated, man. Like it's fantastic. You should definitely give that a listen if you can. This detail right here around Aku is hilarious and adorable. It's cute. His feathers are all taped up behind him. That goes to show you how pretty much how old he's getting, bless him, poor Aku. Now there's two references I can hear. One being one of those surfboards behind there. That is obviously a references to the Crash beat-em-up games, which is Crash of the Titans and Mind Over Mutant. And I'll just say this right now, they're not that bad games, man, honestly. Like, they're not the best games, but I honestly don't think they're the worst. Crash Boom Bang, on the other hand, that is the worst game. And also, right here, Toys for Bob, cough up the information right now. Where the hell are you stuffing my boy Crash Bandicoot? And before anyone asks, yes, I did see the latest Crash 4 trailer from Gamescom where it showed flashback levels, and it even showed at one point that it was teasing Crash Bandicoot once again, so my question still remains the same. I really do like these levels, man. Like, I feel like they're semi-open world as well. Oh, this part right here, this is definitely different right here. The first trailer had different lighting and such, but the one key difference is on how good. It's not just the lighting that's better, but the best thing is they took out the mouse. There was a mouse in the trailer. I really like the fact as well that there's going to be customizable costumes, like proper customizable costumes, and the only way to get these costumes is by completing certain challenges or obtaining gems or like collectibles. I don't think we've heard crystals so far. That's interesting. The thing is as well, it's completely optional. I'll probably collect all of these just to challenge myself. I love that freaking neon one, holy shit. Quantum Masks, I'm pretty much interested as well. The Ika with the gravity powers. Kapunua, which is obviously automatically my favorite mask, where you're pretty much just JoJo, just straight up JoJo. I don't care what people say. Lolly Lonely, inverting phases. Funny thing as well, if you invert in phase that's not like, so for example, I'm gonna pause right here. Basically, if Crash was in there, it would end up killing you, basically, so you have to time the phases properly, so that's gonna be interesting, trying to speedrun if you're trying to do a time trial and you have to time it specifically. That's gonna be interesting. And the other mask as well, Akano, which we haven't known the full details yet. I'll probably react to another trailer of Crash again just to see Akano and what he does. These Nitros, they were just a big massive fat N. That's all it was. But they've replaced it to say Nitro now, so that's a lot better now. Now, Cortex gameplay is definitely going to be interesting because the only time Cortex were playable was Crash Twinsanity. There wasn't much gameplay of Cortex though, unfortunately. The only times you get to use him were like Academy of Evil classrooms. That one section where you have to kill a bunch of ants, the minions from the evil twins, and the part where he has to face against a boss against Madame Amberly, and I believe the evil twins as well. And obviously Crash Bash, but that's more of a party game, so I don't think I can count that really. But let's get the biggest, fattest elephant in the room right here. Dingodile as a playable character, that's the big selling point, because I'd have to say he's my second favorite villain. No joke. Like, my first favorite villain is Tropy. Second favorite villain in the Crash universe, easily Dingodile. Easily. Dingodile is just, oh man, who would not love this combination? Like, I really love the details going on behind Dingodile with the more crocodile-like vibe that's going on his back, and you've still got a bit of fur going on with the dingo vibe. Look at Dingotile's face on the TV. That's like emote worthy as well. That's like emote worthy. Like, someone needs to recreate that and make that into an emote. You basically got Tailspin. You've got like the vacuum where it sucks up the boxes, which is pretty nice. Sucks up TNT barrels as well, just to explode obstacles. And he can use that as like a jetpack sort of thing. It's pretty cool. And of course, finally, inverted mode. Inverted. They could have easily called it inverted. I don't know. So much going on, like the colors being all different. You have to paint the level entirely by just pressing the spin button. Pretty much going through Cuphead. That's two references I think I'm seeing. Like, Paper Mario Color Splash and Cuphead. You can't make that up. You never know, they could make a Dark Souls reference, because as we all know, IGN thinks it's the Dark Souls of platforming. This game just looks flipping fantastic. I cannot wait until this game comes out. I am going to be playing this to the ends of time. Like, October's gonna be the best year. Like, it's not even far off. Like, my birthday's around 19th. I'll be mostly playing this when I have like a week off, just playing this game. Like, goddamn. Like, when I'm not busy from work, this is gonna be my game for the year. No joke. I have no words at this point. This game's gonna be fantastic. That's pretty much all I've got to say. The designs look great. Even with the trophy design I still like, I would say the new trophy design is a easy second. Like, first, I would still say Insane Trilogy is still my favorite, but this is a close second. Dingodile gameplay, fantastic. Customizable costumes, great. Level designs. Only thing I'm really keen and interested right now is the soundtrack. I want to see how the soundtrack holds up, because, you know, it needs to live, like Crash Bandicoot, it needs to live up to its name. Thank you all guys so much for watching, even though you've pretty much already seen this trailer, like, many times now, and I'm gonna make you have to force you watch it again, but this is just my opinions on how good this game looks, so, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay strong and fearless, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.